Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Daddy Mo.
Levi here. Yeah. Starting up Loki.
You gonna watch Boss Baby?
What?
You
I
gonna
don't know. What the heck are you looking at?
I'm looking at your TV. You got Boss Baby.
What the heck is up
I
there?
forgot Boss Baby came out today.
Yeah.
Suck it. No, you suck it. What do you say? It's not about how it tastes, whatever. Something about where they take you. Oh, it's like that's so dirty. But Loki episode 4. I thought we were on episode 3 for a second.
They're all exactly the same. If we look a little tired, we've done this bit already.
Technical difficulties again.
Yeah, it's been a trial and error over and over and over. I kind of switched up the setup and you know what? We don't need to go into the specifics, but yeah, Loki episode 4. You could I don't what?
Are these doggy treats?
Yeah, don't give him the bolt.
I'm not about to give him the bowl. He's in the room?
You're not allowed to eat that.
I'm about to smell it.
No, don't open it.
Have you ever tried a doggy treat?
No.
You should try it.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna eat dog food.
Just try it once. I've tried it once. Everybody tried it once.
I haven't tried it before.
I swear, you're not fucking normal.
Dog.
So there's a lot of stuff that's for other things and beans, and then we try it. But yes,
I don't identify as a Apache helicopter, so I'm not gonna eat what's for an Apache helicopter.
Hey, can I identify as a dog?
Sure, but I don't think anyone's gonna take you in unless they're into that kind of stuff. Welcome to the Loki's episode 4. Tittle Tattle. Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. I'm tired. I look at the dog treats and I'm like,
Yeah, but I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know what episode it's on because it's literally all been the same.
I kept thinking it was on episode 3.
Same. Well, because it's like the TVA, and then it's the TVA and the apocalypse, and then it's the apocalypse. So you kind of mix the first and second episode together, and then the second half of the second episode with the third episode together, because it's exactly the same thing over again, and then they're back at the TVA in episode 4. But it was more entertaining.
It was because I enjoy episode 3. The only problem I had with episode 3 was the fact that it was straight up filler. It was straight up filler. This one is like, okay, yeah, exactly. This one is like, okay, it's a bunch of information. There's actually a little action here, and it's like we learn more about we have the timekeepers and whatnot. Well, we thought we had the timekeepers. It's just like now it's like, even though it was already filmed and and everything, but it feels like, okay, well, the first 3 episodes, nothing was going on, so let's, throw everything in one episode now.
Yeah, it's basically trying to give out everything to make it seem like something's moving forward. But when you actually sit down and look at it, you realize that nothing actually changed.
Yeah.
The only thing was the fact that the timekeepers are animatronic. They aren't real. What is it? And the TVA find out that they're actually variants from another time or place that were kidnapped and put to work. And what else? Loki loves Loki. Those are the biggest revelations right there. Absolutely. Just the complete biggest right there. And as soon as you sit down and look, it's just like, that's the only thing that kept me like, oh, that's new. But it's just like, we still don't know much about anything. We still don't know why the female Loki is being hunted. Why did she become a variant? I personally believe it's because she's a female.
Didn't she become a variant? I'm sorry. I'm still crying about Mobius. Didn't she go?
Poor guy.
Oh my god, he just wanted to ride a jet ski, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he didn't even get a chance to say wow.
If you could go to any place in time, I would like to go back to the time that I'm from. I know I had a jet ski.
It's like the second he said that, my heart dropped because I felt you could just feel it. You could just feel the air. You could feel the room.
Yep.
And they kind of just knew what was about to go down. I was just like, no.
He knew in that moment he was going to get pruned.
But But didn't she? Okay, you said why did she become a variant? Because in the show they showed that she was taken from a timeline when she was a little girl. But was she supposed to be there or no?
That's the thing. It's just like most variants, like Loki was taken because he stepped out of his timeline. He literally disappeared when he was tasked to die. So he's an offshoot branch. It's like, it makes you wonder, it's just like, what did she do? She was literally playing with toys. The only thing that made sense is she's female. And something that made sense to me is just like, okay, The fact that Loki is a complete narcissist, that he only ever fell in love with Loki, and it created a nexus situation right there, which means if there was ever a female Loki, they had to delete them from the timeline. Why? Because if Lokis ever came in contact with a female version of themselves, that would cause a nexus right there. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because it's just like there is nothing else I can reach for just like that actually makes any sense. Because they were talking about a massive nexus event that was happening when Loki was falling in love with Loki, but how, why, what does that mean in a Nexus event? I mean, they're throwing a lot of cookies out, not really explaining what each cookie means. Or I would like something to bite from. Please, give me something. Because I'm getting aggravated here. Because the thing, the more I sit and think about it, the more I realize there's nothing there for me to actually keep me invested, except for Loki.
Because honestly, it feels like this show is really just for the TVA and setting up phase 4, phase 5, or whatever. And
the only reason they have Tom Hiddleston there is because they know everybody loves him.
It gets people to watch it because, honestly, what does this have to do with Loki? Nothing, bro. And I was mostly excited for this because Loki is like one of my favorite characters. And right now, it's become one of my least favorite of the 3 shows so far because it just feels like it's just a TVA story. Oh my god, I forgot you had a cat in here. It's a TVA story, but it's like
special guest.
It's like Mad Max.
Yeah, freaking Mad Max.
It was never. It's not. Mad
it was
Max
a Furiosa featuring Mad Max instead of a Mad Max movie. Furiosa, right? That's
Furiosa,
what it's called?
Yep.
Mad Max Furiosa. Like no, it was Furiosa Mad Max. Furiosa had more lines, more screen time. Even the brides have more screen time and dialogue than Mad Max.
You really do.
I mean,
mother's milk. Drink some mother's milk.
Yeah. Give me an actual Mad Max movie. They got Tom Hardy to be Mad Max, but they didn't have him do anything.
You got a great Mad Max, and you didn't go nowhere.
They didn't utilize them.
That being said, I love the movie.
Yeah, I mean,
even though when I first saw it, I thought it was like highly overrated. But looking back at it, the way they filmed those scenes, mostly practical effects. Oh my god!
The whole thing was basically the last 20 minutes of Warrior Road, Fury Road,
Road Warrior.
Road Warrior. Yes, thank you. The number 2. Still great, right? 3.
No, the first one is Road Warrior. The second one is Mad Max, I think.
No.
And then the third one is the Thunderdome.
No, the first one's Mad Max. Because the first one, there's still trees. There's still a ton of stuff. Yeah, look it up. Because I remember I watched it and it was just like, dang, he's so freaking young there.
Because I think they pulled like a Star Wars. Like the first one was A New Hope, and then the second one they brought in the whole Star Wars title.
Yeah. Because I believe it was Mad Max. And then...
What did you call it? Would you say the second one was?
Road Warrior? Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I think you might be right. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, I watched... I love those movies.
Yeah,
I went back to watch them.
You know those more than I do.
And that's why I watched Waterworld. It's basically Mad Max in the water. And I'm not going to lie. I enjoy Waterworld. It's a trash movie. I know it. But it's still fun to watch.
First one was Mad Max. Second one was Road Warrior.
I know. I told you.
Okay, kiss my ass. I thought it was right.
Because it's just like the second one is basically when the world becomes a complete desert. The first one was there's still green. There's still a farm. That's when he loses his family.
Should I watch these movies?
Yeah, they're worth a watch.
What about the third one?
No, don't.
I figured.
Thunderdome. No, Thunderdome.
It's a
Nobody likes it.
Yeah, and it didn't become PG-13. They threw in Tina Turner in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm good.
Yeah. First and second especially. Everyone loves the second one. The first one's kind of a starter.
Like a slow burn?
Yeah, very slow. But it's kind of good because you want, or I think, crap, he's a cop or something at the very beginning.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
then he literally goes mad, and that's how he becomes Mad Max. He goes insane because of what happens to his family. Kills off everyone. Just destroys them all.
Sounds more entertaining than Loki.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, because there's actually something going on. There's a whole plot going on instead of everything just being filler.
Yeah.
Arthur, you traitor. Thank you. See, that's the thing, is like we're being more entertained by Mad Max, debating the names of Mad Max, Arthur in the room, than Loki itself. Because Loki...
It's a cat eating dog food.
Yeah, so? There's an egg in there.
And that's entertaining. That's more entertaining.
Well, of course. I actually recorded them eating dog food right here earlier.
Nice. Well, it's a cat eating dog food.
If you want to see a cat eating dog food, go to my page, EL-SCRIBBLER. You can hear
posted
them.
it for your YouTube?
Yeah.
We should have used that. You should have used the video of Bella eating ice.
It wasn't a video, it was audio.
I know. We should have recorded
We should have
it.
actually gotten
She was
video.
so cute eating that. She was trying to struggle. Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, she couldn't lift herself
I know,
up.
I know.
So they're just like... It's super cute.
Oh, but she was still a kid at heart.
Yeah. Oh, she was always a kid. That's the thing I love about dogs is like they're always young. They'll always have energy. They'll always show you love. Like Bella, she didn't make a sound. She didn't make a sound no matter how. That go into a depressing, dark place real quick.
Yeah, I know.
Freaking miss her.
Dude, I still always think about the time where I was laying down, 4 o'clock in the morning. She jumps on the bed, but she just laid her. Man, how much did she weigh? Like, oh my God, it felt like she weighed like 300 pounds.
She weighed like 80.
Bro, it felt
when she was fit.
Bro, she was laying on me. I'm like, bro, and I tried my hardest to stay asleep because I didn't want to wake. I didn't want her to like move.
Because the second you move,
yeah,
she would get up.
Because it was a twin bed. She did that with.
Yep.
Like, girl, like do that on a king or a queen.
Because that's the thing. Certain dogs, they're raised certain ways, and like she was raised not to lay on a bed. And the second someone moves, she would get up, get off the bed because she knows she comes second. Bolt, on the other
who
hand,
comes second. No, Bella was always first in my eyes.
I know.
I wish
But
she knew that.
Bolt, on the other hand, he will literally lay on my spot. I have to pick him up, drag him, and he won't even lift a muscle.
Yeah, like whenever you go to work and then he'd come in my room, I have to try to like get my spot before he jumps on because then he'll lay on me and then I gotta try to struggle.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, what I love about Bolt is like he just doesn't care. You can move him, and he'll just look at you like, please. Like, I got here first.
I wouldn't mind if Bella did that because hell, she knows that the bed is hers. I come second. Like I don't would have slept on the floor.
It always hurt when you accidentally moved, and then she'd get up and get off the bed. You felt like you did something wrong,
right? I'm like, damn, did I hurt you? I apologize.
I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to move. Get back on.
I look at her like, no, you're good.
And then you spend like 10 minutes trying to invite her back on the bed.
And then when she finally does, it was like mission accomplished.
It's funny, I just thought about it. We're both talking about the same dog, inviting him on the bed. That sounds so... Two different rooms, same dog.
Yeah. But it's like, I didn't want her sleeping on the floor. Like I took the comforter off my bed and gave it to her. I'm like, girl, you about to sit somewhere warm, especially in your final days.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, she popped up on my Facebook memories like the past 3 days.
Oh, I miss her.
Right?
She was super sweet. I hope Chubbs goes soon.
Chubbs needs to die. He should have been died.
Yeah, he should have gone a long time ago. He should have gone to sleep like some of those other dogs that did absolutely nothing wrong.
I have no problem putting him to sleep.
Because look at if you see my dog Bolt, he's got a scar on his nose, scar over his eye, scar on his leg, scar on his side, on his back leg, all over his body. It's all to one punk, one foul savage. However, he's getting old too, so he's not as aggravated
Hey,
anymore.
I want to be there when they put him to sleep.
He'll never get put to sleep, but he will go of old age.
I'm gonna be right in that window. Just
odds are he's gonna have a heart attack the next time he tries to attack.
good.
You know,
Good.
He's getting up
And I'm
there.
gonna just stand over his body too. I want him to. I want me to be the last thing he sees.
What is it? Don't look at me as you die, because I feel heaven would hold it against you.
Where you get that from?
Help me out. Help me out here. Help me out here.
Don't look at me when you die, because heaven will hold it against you.
Yeah, it was said in Spanish. Fudge. Smoking Aces. Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the was it? Oh, when he killed the
clerk.
yeah,
the security guard. Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
The guy who looks like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But my nigga, we've been talking about Bella for like 4 minutes.
That's still more entertaining than freaking Loki is.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I mean, our first time through, we started talking about swatting flies and how to kill a fly in those like fly traps. I was like, there's an annoying bug in my room, absolutely annoying. And we started talking about getting one of those attractant things, but it was just like, then I'll just attract more to my room. If anything, I'd hang it outside so that way it attracts it out of my room. I mean, it's just like there's so many other
I'm
things.
just not feeling this show, like I said, because it's
it's
set in like one spot or an apocalypse. The best character is Loki, and of course Owen Wilson. I enjoy Owen Wilson, but it's not. It doesn't feel like a Loki show. It feels like they just placed Loki there for us to watch, and this show was just to set up something huge.
But that's the thing. I hate it because it was smart. Because the show could be absolute crap, but Tom Hiddleston is such a good character
that it makes you keep going back to watch it.
Yep. If they had anyone else as Loki, I don't think people would sit through it.
Yep.
Because it just wouldn't be portrayed the same way.
I wouldn't.
I got to say, the variant Lokis at the very end were kind of humorous.
Yeah, I did. Like
Old Loki, Gator Loki. Was that a gator or crocodile? I forget what the round snout is.
Fuck that. To me, they're all the same.
The alligator, I think.
I lived in Florida. I'm not a Florida man.
No, crocs. Alligators have the thin snout. Crocodile. It was a Loki crocodile.
Same thing.
Crocodiles have the round snout.
Same thing.
No. People will argue with you about that.
Same thing.
Yeah, but it's like a Loki crocodile. Crocodile. I don't know why I want to say alligator first, but it was
Loki alligator.
Loki crocodile. It was a Loki old timer with like wearing the OG outfit, kind of like Vision was. So that's one thing I do like is they keep hinting at these old outfits.
Because let's be real, like you can't really like. I mean, like imagine if Wolverine wore the yellow suit.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, but the Wolverine we got was scoff at that. Like really, like I mean, look at him wearing a leather. He was just like, bro, the spandex.
No, but the thing is, you got to admit, the Days of Future Past yellow on his outfit was dope. Yeah, he had like patches of yellow on his armor.
I don't remember that, but it was patches. It wasn't like a full-on yellow costume.
It was his arm. No, it was the yellow and blue. It doesn't work. Like that's the thing. Like they're mimicking the suits, the way the suits look.
Yeah,
but they're modernizing them.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, look at Superman's outfit.
Oh yeah, I'm just
they got rid of his freaking underwear.
The Logan that we spent all that time with. Can you really see him putting on a mask and all that? It just didn't fit his character for me.
Yeah,
but when they reboot it and give us another Wolverine, he's definitely going to be wearing a suit like that. I'm sure of it.
Well, let's face it, they won't put a mask on him because that's the thing. Most actors refuse to wear a mask. They like screen time. A lot of them don't commit to the role, like Carl Urban, which did in Judge Dredd, because he's a bigger nerd and will commit to the characters because he respects the characters. And in Judge Dredd, in the comics, he never takes off his helmet.
The only thing I hate about when the actors wear the full-on mask is the fact when it comes to action and stuff, it's just like, it's not them. It's not them. It's not them for a fact. I like when I actually see that the actors can do that stuff, but then again, like not every actor is going to do their own stunts and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, but sometimes it's just like imagine it from a comic book nerd's point of view. Like they loved Dredd over Judge Dredd because Dredd, Carl Urban committed to the role, never took his helmet off once. Yet in Judge Dredd, the second he got a chance to take his helmet off, the people who'd read the comics were like, "This isn't Judge Dredd. He's showing his face."
But he was in jail.
Yeah, is freaking Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, if you don't like this, just do this, like Rob Schneider did. Hey,
I recognize you.
All right. I don't care though. I still love Judge Dredd.
That's the thing. It's just like you. He's not supposed to show himself.
I am the law. But back to Loki though, and the whole with them being pruned. So it's like, did Mobius go to where Loki is? So is he? Because
that's the thing is like pruning doesn't make any sense anymore. Like I was thinking like the bodies evaporated, but then when they find out that they're all variants,
it reminded me of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's basically that the melt stick.
Pass
me the melt stick.
Yep.
Pass me the melt stick. But it's just like the only thing that makes sense to me is the fact that how do you get variants to work for you? Do you just capture them and then delete their memories? But then again, the other variants that captured them, the TVA that captured them, would recognize them. So the way I thought it was like when they melt them, when they get hit with the melt stick, they end up in another TVA, basically spawned with no memory, and then that's when they're told they are created. They're given their life as a TVA agent, along with a few quirks of their original reality, like liking jet skis.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain things that's just like, that's the only thing that makes sense. Because how would you create an army of people that you've kidnapped when the people that have been kidnapped are required to kidnap other people, and they technically live forever. Wouldn't they recognize the people that they've kidnapped coming back to work as a TVA agent?
Basically, yeah.
So it would only make sense if the people that were melted with the melt stick ended up in another timeline where, you know, because that's the thing. These branches of the timeline that veer off are going to obviously other existing timelines. So there are other TVA agencies that protect their own sacred timeline. Every sacred timeline is unique and interesting. To go off of the DC's version, there's like, what, 100, 200 different Earths? Yeah, and you just transfer
isn't
between
it also
them.
like with isn't it also like with Spider-Man too? Because remember in what's that movie, Into the Spideyverse? You got like the other Spider-Man.
But that's the
Earth
thing. It was
something.
just like that's Marvel, and that's basically branching the Nexus right there.
Okay, yeah.
Same thing, same concept. Yeah, but the Flash was the one in who could run between dimensions because he's just fast enough to. Yeah, but yeah, that's
Overall,
yeah.
overall, the episode was better than the others, but it's still a weak show because. It's
But
just,
you sit back and realize that it wasn't a good episode.
Yeah.
There's still nothing going on. I still hate that Loki doesn't use his powers whatsoever. They made him out to be this great, amazing magician who's done absolutely nothing so far. I mean, what? He made the remote to get away disappear, and that was it? Oh.
I'm tired of talking about Loki.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. I mean,
Yeah. As always, follow us on Spotify and our individual pages, Big Daddy Mo.
EL-SCRIBBLER, where you'll see my cats eating, and then you'll see Bolt actually come up, join, take an egg from the bowl, and leave. It's actually cute.
Sounds about right. Subscribe, check out other videos and all that good stuff. And as always, I will see y'all next time. Peace.
Toodles.